In this video, you will learn how to make your Insta360 X3 footage so much better through the use of motion blur. Up until recently, motion blur for 360 content was only available through third-party software and often locked behind a paywall. Now, you can use it for free in Insta360 Studio with just the click of a button. So you might be wondering, what exactly is motion blur? The answer is fairly simple. Fast-moving elements of a video will become blurry streaks of motion. In this example, the different colored specks on the ground become streaks when motion blur is applied. Now this is an advantage for a couple of reasons. First, it looks more realistic to what the human eye sees, and second, it blurs out distractions near the edges of the video. Now, let's learn how to use this feature. Import your desired clip into Insta360 Studio. Then, click this button over here called Motion ND. Once this is turned on, the icon should be yellow. Now you won't see anything at first, but don't worry, the effect is on. You will only notice the motion blur when you start playing your video or quickly pan around the scene, but this won't stop the exported video from having the effect. Start playing your video and you should notice that all the fast-moving elements will be blurred. Additionally, try moving the field of view around very quickly. You should see that the whole video becomes a bit blurry. Now that you know how the motion blur works, let's get into some creative shot ideas that make the most of the motion blur effect. The first shot is the low to the ground shot. This shot is cool as is, but the motion blur feature takes it to a whole new level. To create this shot, mount your camera on the invisible selfie stick and walk or run with your camera very close to the ground. This creates the illusion that the camera is moving super fast. Because there is so much movement in the shot, there is a lot of motion blur and it looks really cool. The fast moving ground turns into blurry streaks and it leads your eye right to the center of the video. Here is the low to the ground shot before and after motion blur is applied. The next shot is the spin around shot. To create this, use the invisible selfie stick and simply rotate around with your camera. Then, in post-production, click this button here to track the shot. Draw a box around the person and click Start Tracking. Once it's done, you can adjust the field of view. This results in a unique shot where the world is spinning around you. The motion blur makes the movement more realistic and helps direct the attention towards you, the subject of the shot. This is because the background will have a bit of blur, while the person will not. The last shot is the proximity shot. To create this shot, you'll have to move your camera very close to other objects, so be careful not to scratch the lenses. I like to move my camera near leaves, trees, rocks, or really anything. The fast-moving elements passing by the camera look super cool with motion blur and add interest to a lot of your shots. Additionally, you can combine this with the low to the ground shot to get even more movement. I hope you learned something in this video and give the motion blur effect a try. It's a great way to add a unique style to your 360 videos and make them stand out.